It is episode 194, and I suck because I forgot to have background music. And here we are. Welcome into the Venture Slayer podcast, where we cover the best rivalry in all of sports. I am Jesse Gutierrez, and I represent the side of the selling San Francisco Giants.
And I'm Dave, representing the side of the Dodgers, who are hoping we still do something else. What do we got, like 13 minutes to go to the deadline?
What are you talking about? Alex Call.
Yeah, Alex Call. Alex Call and Brock Stewart. Old friend alert. But yeah, man, we still have what? A couple minutes? Let's hope something happens. But it's been a busy end to the deadline all of a sudden. It started off pretty boring yesterday. And all of a sudden it's just picked up, man.
I thought it's been action-packed for like 2 days.
I mean, what was the big deal yet? I mean, was there a big deal yesterday?
So Mason Miller, JP Sears was today.
Yeah, that was the
we'll
big
get to that in a minute.
Rumor to end the night. I think that was the big rumbling. Like, oh, the Padres are in on Mason Miller.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy because, let me just look at all the passing bombs. Here we go. Where are we? Oh, still Shohei. Oh, Red Sox are getting Dustin May.
Dustin May. So they beat him, and then they're like, we like him because
like that.
They're like, the first 5 innings we like that. We beat him. Also, Freddie Freeman's son is going to the Padres. Nestor Cortez is headed to the Padres. So
is he really? That just happened?
Yeah. That just happened.
Okay. 2 days ago. Let me see. Dominguez. Oh, Johan Duran was yesterday.
To the Phillies. Yep. Correct. And Halsey. Halsey too.
Halsey.
Right.
And then the Mets got Halsey and Tyler Rogers officially stamping the San Francisco Giants as cellar dwellers.
How is Justin Verlander not an Astro yet?
They're getting the band back together. They got Carlos Correa's back, Forever Giant.
They got it. He has to go back, right? It makes a lot of sense,
right?
You get rid of one Verlander for the price. You get rid of two Verlanders for the price of one.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a pretty hefty price. Red Sox getting Steven Matz and Dustin May. That's who they're getting. That's going to be a lot of red going on there.
Yeah.
A lot of red hair, a lot of red uniform. The Mariners look like they could be winning this trade deadline with Suarez, Naylor. Anybody else?
You got to give it to Preller, dude. Preller's winning the
Miller? Yes.
I think he torched the farm, obviously, right? And he's going in as a madman for somebody who may not be there for past next season, so he's going all in. I didn't get the Miller thing. I thought that was already a position of strength, but I mean, it's
double down.
Like it's
exactly.
Miller, so that was crazy. I'm like, all right, but they also landed Ryan O'Hearn and Laureano. Those are nice gets to solidify the lineup.
Yes, but it's not like those guys are dudes. They're having good years and they can easily continue to have a good year. But are we gonna pretend like they're solid guys that they think that they're for sure gonna come in and kill it?
It's traded. You never know if that plane if it's still gonna pan out. But I mean, one of the two might. Or both. Like they're not there to carry the offense. They're there to help, right? So compared to what they had, I think they should be fine. They're a really solid team. They've obviously given themselves a sort of deadline to win now because the farm is pretty much torched. It's like, what is it, Ethan Salas and the Will Smith gif where he's just alone in the room. That's and he has a bad back himself. So I mean, they're going for it.
Yeah.
So the NL is loaded. I think whoever wins the NL is winning the World Series. Yeah, that's how low to the NL seems today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like, damn it, Yankees are getting shortstop. Okay, never mind. I don't care. Shortstop Jose. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was.
We play the Rays starting tomorrow.
I was. I'm just waiting for Camilo Doval. Camilo Doval is going to get us a good get. Maybe we should kind of. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's go to each other's teams. The Giants made one move, sending Tyler Rogers, fan favorite dude, longest tenured Giant, except for Logan Webb. Oh, I guess Mikey Stremski. One of the longest tenured Giant that is a bullpen piece. Super reliable. A lot of good moments, especially in 2021. Most used, I mean, it's just up and down. But he is a free agent next year, so they can also always just re-sign him. And for a rental reliever, you got a reliever to replace him who has promise and has a couple years of club control.
His brother was just traded.
His brother was traded, but I think his brother was like dumped.
No, he was just traded. Taylor Rogers, right?
Was just traded. What do you mean just traded?
Yeah, Cubs acquiring Taylor Rogers.
Oh shit! I did not see that.
Yeah, he just got from the Pirates. So
for the Pirates, because he was dumped from the Reds to the Pirates, and now the Pirates. That's hilarious. Yeah. I did not see that. That is hilarious. Okay, well, he's a get now. Well, I mean, the Giants get a reliever to replace him in Budo, and then they get a couple of good prospects. You got a starting pitcher who's mid-90s, can touch the higher 90s. I should probably remember their names. I want to say one was Tidwell. But they're both guys in AAA who can potentially come up and help this roster right now. I mean, the Giants definitely need to get rid of Mike Yastrzemski to give the outfielder some reps, but he's a center fielder, someone that can definitely help with the outfield woes. Drew Gilbert, and then Blake Tidwell is the starting pitcher who can, hopefully just get called up and slot in, and you get
Budo, right? Who said Budo?
Yeah, Budo was the reliever to,
Yeah, so like you immediately replace him with somebody with control, and you also get two prospects. At the time, it was like, okay, that's wholly overpay. And then you saw what the market was like for relievers, and it's been crazy since.
Yeah, it is insane. But at the same time, if that's the case, then Camilo Doval should not be on this team past 10 minutes.
It feels like you guys are not sure. If it stays the way it is, it feels like you guys weren't sure whether you were sellers or buyers. Like you dipped your toe into the sellers market, and you're like, I don't know, maybe not. Because Verlander should not be
so stupid.
Right? Well, Verlander should not be their best. You're not going to get much for him, but you still get something for him.
And, I don't know if you will.
And Doval, why would he be around? Like or Walker, one of the two. You know what I mean? Like,
well, Walker's been struggling. Doval would get you a haul, and I'm waiting because I believe I know the Yankees just got Bednar, but apparently they're still desperate for relievers. So I was hoping the Yankees are going to trade for him, and then maybe somehow get a Spencer Jones. But man, I don't know. Tampa Bay Rays are acquiring Adrian Hauser from the White Sox. Oh.
Yeah, there's a bunch of a flurry of moves. Now they're saying that the Diamondbacks. Oh no, they're keeping Gallen. They traded Kelly, but they're keeping Gallen.
Yeah, I think that was already kind of the play,
given, right?
They were saying they were like, we still got to cover some innings, guys. So apparently Gallen probably wasn't getting the return they were hoping for. And then let's talk about these Dodger moves before we talk about, I guess, around the league. I feel like maybe the Padres might be a little. I feel like it might be, besides Mason Miller, I feel like it'd be overblown. But Dodgers get Brock Stewart, which apparently Dodger fans love now, and then Alex Call, which everyone's kind of framing as his we don't need Stephen Kwan. We got Stephen Kwan at home type deal.
No, for anybody saying that, like, let's not do that. Like, he's
they're posting
he's a depth piece at best, and he's a platoon player with Conforto. Like, we got to say what it is. He's not the guy that's gonna he's not the Tommy Edman. And I know I've seen it, and they're like, you guys didn't like the Tommy Edman, but Tommy Edman was already a guy. You know what I mean?
No.
Before he got hurt, Tommy Edman was a dude. This Alex Call is 30 years old. He's barely finding it at 30 years old, and he doesn't have that many plate appearances, I don't think. So, like, he's a depth piece. He's what replaces Ruiz for pinch hit opportunities. Like, he's not, if anything, he's replacing Outman. So I don't think it's anything more than that. And nobody should try to make it more than that. And if I'm wrong, sure, but I'm not expecting Alex Call to be the difference maker this deadline, At least not for the Dodgers. No, it's not. I don't know. And then they were involved with the Reds in a three-team deal for Hunter Fiducia. Got traded. We got Serwin Welski, Paul Gervais, and Ben Rohrvad, whatever. Yeah, the catcher. So, yeah, that guy, the lefty, his windup is a little funky, dude. I thought they were going to use some of these pieces to move maybe for Kwan, but now I'm assuming they're going to keep him. There's 2 minutes left. I don't see that happening, but who knows?
Well, there's still probably another 10, 15 minutes afterwards too. Stuff right at the buzzer. So,
and then the last piece was, you already said it, Brock Stewart. So it's I don't know. It's one of those, like, you got something to help out the pin, which is, a solid pickup, but it's not like a game changer either. Now what we're relying on is Scott to come back healthy, Kopech to come back healthy, and both contribute, because Scott is not, Stewart is not saving this bullpen. I don't think, you know what I mean? Like,
apparently he's better than Mason Miller.
I saw that he was having a good year. I saw that he was having a really good year, but he's good against righties. Lefties own him. So I think we got pretty much replaced Phillips, because that's who Phillips was too. Like, he destroyed righties, but he couldn't get out the lefties. So it's a solid move. It's a depth piece, but again, like, it's not the sexy name as of like a Fairbanks, a Bednar, a Halsey or Miller. So after this deadline is pretty much, you need your guys to perform kind of thing. We need those guys in the locker room to perform, unless something else happens in the last couple minutes, like we were talking about. But it's a little bit underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I guess the question is, who were you? Oh, Yankees are getting Camilo Doval. Yankees are getting Camilo Doval.
Yep. Why are you so excited about Camilo Doval? You're not getting Spencer Jones back.
We'll find out.
You think that's what they wouldn't trade him for Miller, but they're going to trade him for Doval? Yeah. There's no chance. They said that the only guy that would trade him for was Skeens. So,
and then they saw Camilo Doval strike out the side against the Pirates, do his little pep step, pat his chest, and then was like, that's my guy right there. There might be, here's the thing. They also need a starting pitcher.
Who?
The Yankees. Apparently, the Yankees are really big on, really need getting a starting pitcher. So if you add a starting pitcher to that, I would even be open to giving Ray for like a Spencer Jones. And Robbie Ray would probably give you a haul too. So I'm sure that would probably be the bigger headline over Doval. But if they added in, I don't know. I don't think Justin Verlander would get it done. But maybe like a Landon Roop. Maybe they really like Carson Wisenhut's start. I'm pipe dreaming, but the thing is, oh man, now I got to know. The thing is all these moves are coming in, and they're not selling the returns. So the sellers are getting their news. Yeah, the buyers are getting their news. But now I don't know. So, but at least we got there's got to be a big return. I'm sorry, but the way they fleeced the Mets, they got to fleece the Yankees. Maybe they're just that desperate, and they do give Spencer Jones.
Oh, the Tampa Bay just got Griffin Jacks from Minnesota. Man, the Twins sold, and they sold hard.
I sold everybody to the Rays. Did you say the Rays?
Yeah, the Rays.
I could have swore you said someone different, but then again, I also thought that I texted you about going live at 2:30, and then I did it.
Charlie Morton's going to the Tigers.
Charlie Morton's going to the Tigers?
Yep.
Oh, man.
So,
Charlie Morton and Tiger Parker poster. This is wild. This is like a flurry of moves. This is awesome. This trade deadline is...
Dude, the Twins gave up everybody. They just... Louis Varland to the Blue Jays.
Give me Byron Buxton, baby.
No, they just traded their whole their whole bullpen is gone. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we get other news, but yeah, dude, crazy. I want to see the returns on some of these because that's a lot of relievers.
No Dodger. What
no Dodgers.
Are you? No, nothing for the Dodgers so far. How are you feeling about it? Are you okay with standing pat? I feel like the Dodgers should probably be okay with standing pat. But at the end of the day, I don't understand. I feel like a package headline by Dalton Rushing could have got you a Stephen Kwan. And
I don't think so.
Why?
Why? They already had a catcher, so I don't think that would have made any sense.
Who has a catcher?
The Guardians. Don't they have a catcher already? Naylor?
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not. Did you see my Twitter debacle this morning?
I did not. What happened?
Tell me if I'm crazy, people in Dodgerland.
I already think you are, but let's hear it. Let's see what you said because it's probably.
Did I imagine this, or did the Dodgers not want to give up Alex Verdugo, so they went with a backup plan and got Yu Darvish? Did I imagine that, or was that not a story because they wanted Justin Verlander?
No, I don't remember. I don't think it was like that. It wasn't. You said he was the number one prospect. I don't remember him being the number one prospect ever.
He wasn't. I look at the note. I was stupid. I confused him for Gavin Lux, who was actually number 2 prospect.
Okay,
that's what happens when I'm going off of memory on a team that I hate and don't. That was a dumb move by me. Yeah, 100%. But that I feel like that storyline was real. That they didn't want to get rid of Verdugo, and that was a thing.
Honestly, I don't remember because they ended up giving I think it was Willie Calhoun and I think some other pieces for Darvish.
Other top prospect. That was the whole point of the tweet. It's like, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, they gave away their number 3 prospect, the Padres, and I really hope it comes back to blow up in their face. But at the end of the day, if you're going to go for it, and you got Mason Miller for a number of years out of it, gosh, this kid's in A-ball. How many top prospects end up being nothing?
Okay,
Victor Robles was like a top 3 prospect in baseball too. He's nothing. A lot of time that happens.
But it's different for each team though, and that's what it like a lot.
What do you
I've
mean?
Been seeing that. I saw it for what you were saying, and you're like, oh, but some guys they never amount to anything, whatever it is, and I'm like, right, yeah, that's fine, but like, if you're the Padres, you're trading. I thought he could get you more. I thought Leo DeVries or DeVries, whatever. I thought he could get you more. I didn't think you would settle for a relief pitcher. I thought if you were going to trade him
and JP Sears, who kills the Giants, so you got that.
JP Sears is 30 years old, so whatever, and he's a middle of the pack pitcher. Can he be solid for them? Sure, but I thought he would get you somebody. I don't know, a decent bat. A superstar bat, like when they said Rafi Devers is going to be traded, I would assume a DeVries is in the package kind of thing, right? Or
right.
Like people didn't think Duran was worth DeVries, and I'm like, okay, if they think that highly of him, that makes sense. So then why would you turn around and be like, well, now it's okay because we got a closer? Like that's the part. Like the Dodgers were looking for relief, and they're all in. And so if they did it, I'd be like, all right, I kind of get it. I kind of get the desperation because they're in all win right now. But I mean, I didn't know the Padres were all in now and screw the future. So I don't know. I have my reservations about the deal. I think that kid's really talented. I think he might be a star. And you look at the track record with Preller. Yeah, he's given up a lot. Not everybody pans out, but the ones that have, there's a lot that have. There's a handful that have. You got James Wood, you got Max Fried, you got Trey Turner, you got Luis Castillo. Who else? You name them. He's traded them. So there's also, on the same list, there's guys that didn't pan out, sure, but he's got to win it, or else it doesn't really, doesn't make it any. This trade will be viewed worse, I think, because a guy that throws 104, volatile, dude. That arm is ready to blow up at any moment. You hate to say it, but like, if the Dodgers had traded for him, the storyline would have been his arm's going to fall off in a week.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
That's any Dodgers pitcher.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like that, they also have that to worry about with any pitcher you trade for, especially one that throws that hard. So
right.
My thing is, if you're going to waste the Leo bullet, I mean, you're trading it on a spot that you're already really good at. So I figured they were going to use it on a bat or a controllable bat, a young bat. I don't know, but they went a different route. Good for them. Now we have to deal with a 104 fastball for the next 9 years or whatever it is, 5 years. Both of us, because he's in our division. So, yay for us.
Damn you, Jeff Passan. You're going to tweet the return for Griffin Jacks before you return for Camilo Doval? Come on, dude. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, man?
Yeah, I don't see it yet.
No, I don't see the return for Dustin May either. So
yeah, they're taking a while.
No, what? The Los Angeles Dodgers are acquiring outfield prospect James Tibbs III from the Boston Red Sox. That was the main get for the Rafael Devers trade. He was drafted by the Giants first round last year. I swear, if he becomes a dude, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm gonna be so pissed off if he becomes a dude. This is something that you're gonna have to clip and use forever if he comes back to haunt me. But that's wild. But he's what's kind of crazy. You know who his comp was? Michael Conforto. That's the comp that everyone was like. He's he can be so Conforto is just. Gosh, Michael Conforto. When you retire, I'm gonna need you to be the third part of this podcast because you are just ingrained in this year's DNA.
Yeah, dude, this is definitely. We'll probably come back and clip it or whatever, but it seems like a very underwhelming deadline for the Dodgers.
Oh yes,
and it only
the Dodgers.
I think it only looks that way because everybody else went crazy, right? Like, I don't know, but yeah, it's underwhelming. Like you traded for prospects, Brock Stewart, and a 30-year-old prospect. Yeah. So.
Ty France to Toronto. What the heck is Ty France going to do in Toronto? DH?
Yeah,
they got Vladdy at first. That's hilarious. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. That is hilarious. You're getting James Tibb III. That's crazy.
Yay.
I cannot believe that.
So now that it's settled, who are the winners of the deadline to you?
Well, taking out our two teams, obviously you guys didn't do anything, and depending what the return is from
Doval
for Doval, I'm gonna hold off on this, but I feel like. One under the radar good get is Shane Bieber to the Toronto Blue Jays. I think that is crazy. I think. Oh, here we go. No, dang it. Never mind. Still nothing. Still nothing on the return front.
I'll let you know if it shows up. Go for it.
Oh shoot. To get Doval, Yankees traded. Dang it. Jesus Rodriguez, Parks Harbor, a bunch of players. Giants are adding the Yankees number 19 prospect.
Oh my God.
It's number 25. And one more name to be included. Maybe it's so low that it's Spencer Jones. That is absolutely wild. Sorry. Winners. Man, I do like what the Blue Jays ended up doing. I actually really like what the Mariners did. They got two of the top coveted bats in the available on the trade deadline, and they're pitching like they just got to get some of their pitching back, being healthy, and they have one of the best rotations in the league. So I'm gonna go Seattle Mariners.
Which is funny because they had Suarez and they dumped him. Remember, they dumped him before and then just to have to come back and get him again.
Well, he struggled. He struggled. He even struggled with the Diamondbacks for a while too, and just he's having a career year. So
that's how it is, though. That's how it is in Seattle. So he's going to go back to a place that he struggles. That's the same thing that happened with Teoscar. He struggled there. So we'll see how that one pans out. I don't know. I don't know who the clear winner is. There's so many moves that when I like what the Yankees did, dude. They got Bednar. They got Doval. They shored up their defense with the shortstop they got from was it Tampa? Yeah, Tampa. So and the AL is so weak. Their competition is what the Blue Jays and the Tigers maybe, and the Tigers got what 80-year-old Morton. So I mean, a lot has to do if Judge comes back healthy, but I do like their deadline. I think it was pretty solid. Yeah, man, hard to not notice what the Padres did. I don't know if that was the best deadline, but just from an entertainment standpoint, all the prospects that he gave up is awesome. Prospect huggers are dying, are crying, and everybody else is like, yeah, go for it. So, yeah, I mean, it's more fun when you go for it, right? So, I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, you know what, we're gonna do the show, and it'll be so funny if neither of our teams do shit. Like, what the hell are we gonna talk about? And neither of our teams did anything. We traded for a couple prospects and Brock Stewart. You guys traded away two pieces. Two big pieces. Got prospects. So, which is funny. You got Devers, and you still became sellers. Like, that is crazy.
That is insane. I did not see that coming.
9 games back. Just a complete downfall. Like, just a spiral. And I saw yesterday an interview a post-game interview with Chapman, and he's like so defeated. He's like, we didn't give Posey any reason to add and blah, blah, blah. Like, damn, dude, this is lie. It was like Cartman when he's, licking the tears out of his nemesis. Like, sorry, dude, it sucks, but I'm still going to laugh.
Right. Who the F is Parks Harbor? He's not even on the 30 prospect list.
Are you talking about the return?
Yeah. Parks Harbor is what it says. Who the is Parks? Who the is that guy?
Oh, and you guys traded away Mike Yastrzemski. That just came out.
Oh, hell yeah.
To the Royals.
Hell yeah. I actually really like that because that opens up the door for oh my gosh. The outfielder we just acquired.
Yeah. Oh my God, I had his name up right now. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. For the Mets, of course. I'll check right now, but yeah, that makes room for him now, right?
Yep. That is so underwhelming for Doval.
Drew Gilbert.
There we go. I knew it was a Gilbert.
Well, how many years does the Doval have left?
He has like another 2 or at least another 2. Maybe that's why Because I'll be honest with you, I did a quick look up. I can't find who Parks Harbor is. I don't know. I don't know what the heck that is. But Jesus Rodriguez is a catcher that's killing it in AAA right now. And one thing the Giants need a little help in is backup catcher. So, that'd be great. But fuck, dude, how do you not get? If Duran got 100 top 100 prospects, you can't get one. You can't get anything. Yeah, Kansas City Royals acquire my affiliate Mike Yastrzemski for the San Francisco Giants. I'm not expecting anything for that, but what's that?
Attempt to fire Posey or what?
Oh hell no! Hell no! Man, that is. I am interested in who the last, because now that I'm thinking about the return for Duran, and Duran has been a lot more reliable, so I get it, but I can't imagine they didn't get one guy from the Yankees. I understand Spencer Jones is probably a little bit of a pipe dream, but man, I can't. That is so underwhelming. The return for Tyler Rogers is better than Camilo Doval, and Tyler Rogers is a free agent next year.
Yep. I mean, at least you made a move, I guess. I don't know.
They got rid of they cleared space with Mike Yastrzemski. It sucks because at the end of the day, I feel like Mato should be getting those at bats. And maybe they keep just platooning Matos and Griffin, but oh man. That is crazy to say the least. Man.
Yeah. So
let me ask you something. Oh, Phillies actually had a pretty good
yeah. I mean, there's so many moving parts, so many freaking deals that we didn't even. They got Duran, they got Harrison Bader, and I think they made another move. I forgot which. I'm not sure, but yeah, those are solid pickups. That now they got a center fielder and they got a closer. Solid.
This is wild. This is wild. And I feel like I don't know. Dave,
you're very disappointed with the return, man.
I'm very disappointed. Man. Was there a move that you are disappointed that didn't get made for the Dodgers? Is there a spot that you felt needed to be upgraded that didn't get upgraded?
Yes. I wanted another bat. I wanted another bat, another arm, and they did that. Not the ones who wanted it, but I really wanted a Halsey. I thought that was the move. I'm like, okay, he's going to be a rental. You can put him at the back end in case Scott, falters again, and he's a righty. So, awesome. Let's, that would be a great move. But, the Mets got to him pretty quick. Now they've got that great tandem. Now they got Halsey and Diaz to end the game. That's going to be freaking tough. So that move was a little bit disappointing. I'm like, yeah, that one stings a little bit. Duran, you knew was going to cost you maybe more. He had more control. I'm like, that might have been a bit of a pipe dream. I don't know if Friedman was going to want to do that. So I didn't really think that was going to happen. So I'm like, it's more of a possibility he goes after a rental, so he doesn't have to give up the whole farm. And then I guess, you want the shiny new toy, you want a new bat or whatever it is. And so when they started dangling on, you're like, that's not going to happen. But like, if it does, that'd be really sweet. And, the way Mookie was struggling, we talked about it the last episode, the way Mookie's struggling, that was some really good insurance. Perhaps the best type of insurance, with Quan being, such a really good slap hitter, good defensively, and you can put him at the top of the lineup if you could have made that work. But again, that was also another one that's like, seeing the prices of some of these players, you're like, damn, I wonder what they wanted for him. But
apparently the Giants gave away Doval, so
I guess like an internal, and they want a lot, but you're also like Mookie, Freddie, and they have a clear window with right now. You kind of want to go all in most of the time. I get it, not everybody. I don't know if Kwan's the guy that you want to go all out for, but I mean, why not, right? You don't know if these guys are going to pan out, so it would have improved your chances. I think we're still a fine club. Everybody needs to perform now, but yeah, I would have loved Kwan on the team. I don't know if there was another bat that I was like, if they were going to get a bat, it had to be Kwan. That was the one I wanted. But those two moves are probably the most disappointing that didn't happen.
I want to know who the other prospect is in the Doval thing. I want to know whether to be mad or not. I mean, I feel like Mike Yastrzemski, there's nothing I feel like that could be nothing of value. I mean, what if we got like someone crazy for Mike Yastrzemski but got fleeced for Doval? That'd be kind of funny. Man. Who knows? I mean, maybe this just turns into Drew Gilbert is just the man, and he's the new Mike Yastrzemski, and we're just unstoppable again. Who knows?
Well, I think you did really good in that deal, man. That was an expiring contract, and that one was good. I think the Mets deal.
Maybe, or maybe Alex calls you and take you to the promised land. You never thought about that, did you?
I mean, I also think maybe it's insurance in case Kike doesn't come back. I don't know what's going on with that. He hasn't even started any baseball activities. So, yeah. I think Freeman went a little bit bargain shopping. I mean, he's already stated how he hates the reliever market at the deadline. It's so crazy. But I don't know if you can blame him. He went for Scott, he went for Yates, and they both have been disappointed this year. So I just thought they would get a couple more arms, but I guess they're really relying on Kopech coming back, Treinen being healthy. So, I mean, we're going to have to write it out with what we have. And they're going to sign Joe Kelly, of course. So, I mean, we're going to be good.
Right.
He's already had a workout with us, so we should be okay.
The last prospect was revealed, and it is not a better prospect than Jesus Rodriguez. So, Carlos De La Rosa. That is so disappointing. I can't even. What a boner kill.
I mean, when you sell, it's already a boner kill. What are you talking about? I don't think any prospects coming back was going to really like.
That's not true. I mean,
a week ago. Being sellers is already,
Oh, 100%. Trust me, I've been going through it every single day when I watch the Giants lose every single day. So yes, I know how it get pretty depressing. All right, but when you're in that state, it's like, hey, you're going to be sellers. I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess. We also didn't talk about Correa going back to the freaking.
Yeah, that's true. We should probably do something like that.
That is.
Before we get into that, though, we got a lot of people watching over here on Twitter. We thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I know there's a lot of shows going on, so the 600 plus of you guys are watching over here on Twitter. Do us a favor. The link should be like, for the YouTube should be right under. If not, I'll post it in there in a minute.
Right under.
Just make sure to go over just to YouTube, hit a little subscribe, hit the like, and it really helps the channel grow and the podcast grow. So we would really appreciate it. If you'd rather not, but you're still hanging out, we appreciate it. So Yeah, man. Yeah. So yes, Carlos Correa, forever Giant. He's so many memories I can think of those times with the Giants. Is now going back to his first team, the Houston Astros.
Which is funny. They didn't want to pay his contract. Now they're stuck with it. So,
Yeah.
Now they have a pretty good chance to get back to the classic, dude. That AL is so weak, and
yeah,
it's the Astros. Like, you can never count them out, So that's a good move for them. That guy's, regardless of what you think of the dude, he's a pretty good clubhouse leader and had been for that team. And now they get him back, so that's cool. I mean, good for them, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it seemed like a lot of teams were getting their exes back. So
right. That's wild. I honestly was always really okay with picking up that contract. I feel like that's not that bad of a contract. It's only 6 years.
I guess. I mean, for a team like the Astros, that makes sense. They needed a bat. They needed a guy like Correa. That's fine. But I don't think many teams are like, let's go after this contract and get Correa.
Yeah, it's funny. They said the only team that I was going to accept it was the Houston Astros. Bro,
that's the any team going after you. That's like the only team that was interested, my guy. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my gosh.
The Twins did Buxton dirty because at the All-Star game he was like, "I'm not going anywhere." That's why I have a trade clause. He's like, "I want to be here. This is my home." And they're like, "All right, dude, you stay, but everybody else leaves." Like, literally everybody else leaves. He's gonna walk in tomorrow and there's nobody there. Not even the sheriff, Chris Paddock. He's gone too. Everybody's
Who's
gone.
Gonna pitch games for the freaking Minnesota Twins?
They're gonna put open, call outs, and whoever can come in and pitch. That's how they get people interested in the rest of the season because who's gonna want to see them now?
Yeah, this is wild, man. It's been a crazy trade deadline, though. I feel like this has been, this has met a lot of expectations in a lot of ways. I'm a little disappointed that the Giants were able to offload Justin Verlander just because I believe that would have made it just that much more funny.
Hey, by the way, does Ben Verlander even know that the Giants exist?
Not anymore.
Dude never talks about them anymore.
Because we haven't been good in like 2 months. All right, so we are not good.
Matching onto the Astros now, I bet that'll be the new team that he just rides the whole time.
Yeah. I feel like the Dodgers got a better prospect in Tibbs than we got a return for Camilo Doval. This is so disappointing.
It was your guys' pick too, which makes it that much sweeter. And for Dustin May of all people, that's crazy.
This was our, because the season is pretty much over unless they really, because at the end of the day, Matt Chapman, Willie Adames, and Rafael Devers can get hot, and the Giants could turn the season around and make a push. Is it possible? Maybe in a crazy world. Is it, I don't even want to say likely because that's so much more of an oversell. Is it going to happen? The answer is no. So this was our World Series at this point. the trade deadline and trying to get some things to look forward to at least. Man, that's crazy. I would rather keep Doval. Might as well just keep him. We should have kept him.
I mean, you got something for him. Stop being so. You're so disappointed in the return. It's I don't know. I don't know. You think too highly of Doval, my guy. He's so up and down.
So he throws 100.
I mean, everybody throws 100 now.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I mean,
multiple years of control. He was super coveted. The return for Tyler Rogers was better than Doval.
That's my point. He was a better pitcher this year. Completely better pitcher. It makes sense.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, if you take off your goggles as a Giants, Doval's been.
He was definitely better, but Tyler Rogers is a free agent this next year.
Yeah, you'd think you get something for the control, maybe. Yeah, but
yeah, this is crazy disappointing. Apparently, the Brewers got Shelby Miller, so that's a thing.
Oh, did they? Did that just come through?
Yeah. 8 minutes ago, Robert Murray reported it. Man, this is wild.
The Brewers,
huh?
Jordan Montgomery.
Huh?
The Brewers got Jordan Montgomery.
What?
You can't hear me? Yeah.
No, I heard you now, but now I'm shocked.
Yeah.
The first time was I didn't hear you. The second, what was I was shocked.
What did they?
That was wild.
Yeah. Well, I guess they finally got rid of him. The owner didn't want him around. They finally got rid of him.
Got someone to take his
Yeah,
but I thought he was out for the year.
I mean, he might be coming back at the end of the year. I don't know. I thought he was out for the rest of the year too.
Yeah, whatever. That's wild. Dave, I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say about this. I was so excited. I'm not sure if I'm more disappointed if the Giants would have kept Doval versus trading him for that return. I feel like that is so underwhelming. I can't even believe it. Duran got you two top 100 prospects. Camille Doval got you a top.
I don't know who you think
and
Doval
25.
is.
19 and 25 in somebody's system. I'm not saying Duran and him are the same, but closers and the way Doval has been pitching this year, after he had scuffles at the beginning of the year, turned it around and had a great most of the year. I mean, we look at the season numbers. I feel like, let's see, let's look up these numbers. But I'm sorry, I was not expecting a Duran return, but I was expecting better than Tyler Rogers' return. I was expecting maybe one top 100 prospect or one guy who's, I don't know. This is wild.
All right, man. We got to get off the Giants for a little. We got to talk about other deals because you're not going to get off how badly that one was. But there was other deals. What else are we missing?
There was other deals.
I mean, the who was it that got the who got Jesus Sanchez? I know he was traded. Did he go to the Yankees too?
No, I went to the Astros.
The Astros, yeah. I mean, they got better. Correa, Sanchez. I don't know if they got a pitcher though.
Man. Did they end up getting a pitcher? I don't know if they did.
I don't think so. Yeah, no.
I'm
surprised Fairbanks traded, man. They did. The Rays do a good job of like capitalizing on deals like this. Like they can make any pitcher in their factory. I thought they were gonna, trade him or shop him, but I guess I don't know. He stayed put.
Man, yeah. I think we've covered all the major. One thing I do want to say is I just don't understand why the Dodgers are holding so heavily on Dalton Rushing when it's like you got your catcher. You're just gonna have him be a backup. Like I feel like he could have got you somebody special.
Well, I'll give you the counterpoint on that. He's kept Smith fresh, and Smith's having a awesome year for us so far because he's been fresh, right? It's like he's not been good offensively. Definitely not. I know he hasn't.
And that doesn't fresh. I feel like that's not that hard of a job.
I mean, look when Austin Barnes was there. You couldn't give Austin Barnes a game every week. You knew he was gonna I don't know. It just didn't work out for some reason. But you keep him. You put him in a different position next year. I mean, they for sure they didn't want to try him out in left field this year, but you can potentially do it next year, and his bat will come around, man. I just it's a disservice for him to be playing once a week, and I think that's why his bat doesn't look as good. That's why he doesn't look great offensively. But I think once he starts playing more regularly, he'll be fine, and you'll be glad that you didn't trade him.
So hold on. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes, you're right. And I hate to harp on this. I felt this was going to be the biggest move of the podcast was Camilo Doval. Look, listen to what Yankees fans what their reaction is to Camilo Doval. Let's hear it.
The Yankees. Doval from the Giants? No. The Yankees got Camilo Doval. Yeah, they got 2 back-end relievers. Whoa!
They're dancing.
The kids doing this one.
They're dancing.
Why
but I think too much of Camilo Doval.
He's back.
Why is that guy always bringing up kids?
He's back.
How is he somehow always bringing up kids regardless of what's going on? Yeah, good for them, dude. Shore up your defense. All right? It doesn't matter. And plus, if Judge doesn't come back being Judge, it doesn't matter what the hell they did bullpen-wise, right? So, whatever. They were going to be there regardless. The AL is weak as hell. So, it doesn't matter.
This is wild.
I don't know if I've ever seen you this sad, dude. Like, was this how you were in the 2021 playoffs? Like, dude.
I was expecting more. Goodness gracious.
I thought I was going to be the one that was more upset because the Dodgers didn't do too much, and it's like the opposite. You're falling apart over there because you didn't get the return that you wanted.
Something, dude.
It wasn't going to change the season. The season was already lost. I wasn't going to fix it.
Now my under tit is all sweaty.
I wasn't going to fix it.
Gosh. Oh, this is wild. Wild times.
Back to the rushing thing. I don't know if there was one guy out there that if Miller was, I would have been maybe okay with that. Sure. Because you needed a reliever, a closer, and maybe, I know the Padres, it seems like an overpay, but it would have made sense for us to overpay since that was probably a need.
Right.
But I don't know if I'd do it for Quan.
Really?
Because I don't know. Maybe I guess because you got to go all in, but it'd be really hard to stomach because I just know he'd go on to be a really good player with the Guardians or what I mean. So
right.
But
I just don't understand. I do like that Buster sold. I like that he did something. I think there's no excuse to do nothing. At the deadline, whether it just be a minor upgrade to what you're struggling in, or for them to sell. The return they got for Tyler Rogers, I think is something to hang your hat on. Who knows what happened with Mikey? Clearing the space for Mikey Yastrzemski to get some at-bats for Drew Gilbert's huge. Who knows? Maybe Jesus Sanchez is that guy behind the dish, and because the Giants have had a terrible go with backup catching. So,
the worst thing to happen in this deadline is the fact that Conforto's still a Dodger. That is the worst thing. Because I know for a fact that he was hitting prior to the deadline. Now the deadline's passed. Now he's going to relax, and we're going to get Mid-Fordo back. So, yeah. I mean,
great.
That is not great. I would have traded. We should have just traded him for Doval. If you guys were just giving Doval away.
Yeah. Give us Dalton Rushing break.
Too soon, huh? That was too soon.
Gosh. I would almost rather that at this point. Honestly, I would have rather effing kept him.
I guess.
Well, man.
So, okay, now that some of the deals have gone through, well, all the deals went through or whatever.
Yeah. I think
does it change your view of who the landscape of MLB? Does it change it at all? Do you still think the same teams before that are still going to be there, or do you have new teams that you think are going to be there?
I mean, I don't think anything drastically changed. I like the Mariners a lot more now because they just help the one spot that they suck at. So I just like the Mariners more. But like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody got themselves that much better. Only because, like, yeah, the Mariners did get better, but the Astros so did they. So it's like
they got a lot better. Right.
Yeah, like you're still going to be battling. Like the Padres, sure they got better, but the Dodgers are the Dodgers, and they're getting pieces back. You're getting Snell back this Saturday. You're getting Muncy back maybe in a couple weeks. So, yeah, it's going to be a battle. Those games are now going to be more fun. But, I think nobody's running away with it. So I think it's going to be a dogfight in the NL. And the AL, I like Toronto. I do like Astros. I mean, it's just so there's like teams.
Yeah, there was no like real major like, oh my gosh, that changes everything. Because Mason Miller was probably the biggest name that went that I can think of on top of my head. Maybe Durant, the Phillies, yeah, I would say that. And then what the Mets did in their bullpen, but
Halsey, Mullins, Rogers.
Yeah, like they shored up their bullpen, and guess who the Giants are about to do another 3 against the Mets and then another 3 against the Pirates. Weird scheduling, by the way. Clean it up, Major League Baseball. It goes Mets, Pirates, then Mets, Pirates. Crazy. Let's see if we go 0-6 again.
You can thank the Padres for that because the Mets just faced the Padres and their bullpen was atrocious facing them. They got swept, didn't they? So, yeah.
Well, no, man, I think trade deadline. It was very exciting, very disappointing at the end for me. Very exciting, very exciting.
It really ended with a bang, even though it was like little deals here and there. It was just a lot of deals. So it was fun.
But yeah, next week, Giants are Mets and Pirates. I mean, they're pretty much out of it, but not all the way out of it. They could turn it around. A lot has to go right and a lot has to happen. I mean, at the end of the day, Doval and Rogers, I would say arguably 1-3 in this bullpen, but you still got Randy Rodriguez, still got Ryan Walker. Crazy to say, but Joey Lucchesi has been killing it. Matt Gage has been killing it. So the bullpen, I could have suffered it. It's not crazy to think they could turn around. It's just extremely, extremely unlikely and improbable. But, it is what it is.
I think Rusty's right. He's like, at least you're not a Twins fan. They set their franchise back a decade today. I mean, they gave up.
And that's what's good. The Farhan would have just stand pat and been like, oh, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then, so.
Yeah. We'll see. I wish we would have gotten one of the relievers from the Twins since we knew they were going to do a whole fire.
Clean a house, right?
Yeah. I mean, we did. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got Brock Stewart. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
We got the – yeah. We got,
Who you guys coming up next week?
We got Tampa Bay. So
Tampa Bay. Blake Snell's coming back.
Blake Snell's
coming back. Austin Barnes.
I mean, I know the Dodgers.
Call, baby.
It's okay if you're a little bit disappointed that we didn't do more, but we got Tyler Glass now. We've got Snell. Yamamoto's pitching well. I mean, if Shohei can stay healthy, hopefully it's just cramps. Hopefully it's just the weather. I mean, he looked drenched in that weather there. So,
right.
Hopefully he's okay. And Emmett Sheehan, he pitched last night and looked amazing. He looked really good. So you've got some pieces there in the starting rotation. If they can do their job, it lightens the load from the bullpen. I know it's not what you want to hear. I know you wish you had gotten Quan or Halsey or Duran, all the big names. But, I mean, these are the cards they're going with. So I still believe in this team. I mean, mostly the same team that won last year. They know what it takes. So just hope they can do it again. Hope these guys come back healthy. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing for the Dodgers. Their biggest opponent in the postseason is going to be the Dodgers. If they don't beat themselves, they have a really, really good chance of winning. And if they can stay healthy, even better. So, I mean, we had Walker Buehler close out a World Series, right? We had Honeywell pitching important innings for us in the playoffs. Like, I know it sucks right now that other teams made moves and you think we just stayed pat, but they'll be okay. They're going to be okay. It's not what you want to hear right now. You just want to be mad and disappointed with the front office a little bit, even though they've put us in a pretty good position to win year in and year out. So I trust them. I think they'll be fine, but it's also okay to be a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, I hear you. Good trade deadline, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting platform, as well as YouTube. And this has been fun. Dave.
Has it? I mean, it's been for me. You were nearly in tears over the return of Doval, but all right.
Freaking A, I'm not crying. Whatever. All right. See you guys next week. Thank you.